Record. So your body is made up of an energy network, and every thought that you have submits a frequency, and those negative thoughts have a low vibe, and that goes through your body and it projects out into the atmosphere. It's like, how can I describe it? It's literally like a magnet. You're literally like a magnet. Do you know when one magnet goes in front of the other and it repels each other and they literally can't connect and they force away from each other? It's because they're not magnetized. And what happens is when there's a positive and a negative, it repels. Okay, so it's really important that we start vibrating on a positive level. So you can do this by having positive thoughts. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, well, how the hell do I change my frequency? How the hell do I change my vibration? We can do this in lots of different ways. One of the ways that we like to do this is by doing positive affirmations. We all know that we have positive thought. We can do positive affirmations to create positive thoughts. So I am successful. I am positive. I am encouraging. I'm great. I'm amazing. I am an amazing mentor, and all these different things. The other thing is your physiology within your body. So for those of you that are on, good morning, Max. Thank you for coming on. Just make the body language of somebody that's depressed, so I can see you. What do people do? Like, what do people do when they're depressed? It's like body language. Their shoulders are down, their heads are down, their voices are down, and where do they look? Which way, up or down? Down, right? Okay, that's a negative person, right? Imagine if I sat on this call and I was like, morning, guys. How you doing? Okay, we're going to get really inspired today. You'd all be like, ugh. You're like, oh, quick. Pretend there's no internet. Hang up. Okay. So it's all about like physiology. So make the body language of someone that's excited, that's ready for life, that's ready to go. What would they be like? How would they be? Yeah. There you go. Alison, you've literally just gone like this. You've sat up, shoulders back, body language up, and they're ready to go. And would their eyes be up or down? Up, right? And their shoulders would be back and their physiology would be up, right? And this is what we do at Tony Robbins. This is what he gets us to do. He gets you to sit up, shoulders back, body language up, and he gets you to make a move. And it's so, so true that if you have good physiology and you have shoulders back, head up, heart up, you can literally change the way that you feel in an instant like that. Literally like that. So I want you to think about having really good physiology when you're speaking to people. So when you're answering messages, and this is proven, guys, when you're answering messages to people, if you're laying in bed like this, laying down, it's shown that your language is different than to when you're sitting up, even standing up. So if you're ever in a mood where you're feeling down, get some music on, because music changes our physiology, and jump around. Let yourself go and feel really good. Put some really good music on and jump around, because I promise you that will change your state in an instant and it will make you feel incredible. Okay, so positive affirmations, you can change your physiology. What else makes you feel good? What else makes you feel good? Can anybody tell me, is there anything that you do on a daily basis that makes you feel really good? That makes you feel positive? Walking, yeah, absolutely. So it's a form of exercise. Gratitude, absolutely. So expressing your love for people and things and thanks. What a great way to feel positive. Yeah, Liz, chatting to friends, but the right friends, right? Positive friends. Because people's energy, you become like the 5 people that you hang around. Okay, so it's really difficult, and this is what I'll relate to business. So some of you may know, I was in quite a negative relationship for 4 years, and it was very, very difficult to keep my positivity up. But because I'm naturally quite a positive person, and I will honestly say, because of you guys in the business, it used to keep me so positive and so focused, and you guys were my energy. Whereas my home life was ever so negative. The family that I was living around, my ex-boyfriend, his friends, they were all extremely negative people. They focused on the bad. They focused on what wasn't working. They focused on the things that they didn't love in life. And it was very draining, you know. And so it's so, so true that we become like the 5 people that we hang around. So unfortunately, sometimes we're not able to change our circle immediately because, you know, our family are our family. But you can surround yourself with new friends and new people. And, you know, you've got people in the business. You've got me, you've got your team, you've got your sidelines, you've all got each other, you know, to surround yourself with. So it's really important that you get that fix and you get that energy and you surround yourself with the right people, because that will massively influence your progress. Okay, and that's why we're talking about these things, because having a positive mindset, having a belief system where you can do anything, be anything, have anything, and feel anything that you want is influenced by the people that you have around you. But it all starts with yourself. Okay, so Liz, Tony Robbins, absolutely. Everything that he's about is incredible. Walking your dogs. Tracy, yeah, it's why events are fabulous. Yoga, again, a great way, a great exercise to get yourself feeling at one. Okay, so they're just a few things, guys, that can really get you feeling positive, because whatever you put out there, you're going to attract back. So it's really important that you guys believe that you can hit your PB, right? Without a doubt. Okay, so I want you to start telling yourself every single day that you are successful, that you have got a flourishing PB, that you attract customers and you attract teamies, no matter what position you're in. Because once you have that belief system, everything will change and you'll have the vibration that you can achieve it. Okay, sounds mental, and I feel like a nutcase saying it because you can't see it. It's literally like I said the other night on the phone call, it's like the law of gravity. You can't see it, but it's there, right? The law of attraction is also there. You can't see it, but if you start practicing it, it's there. Okay, so that's a real fundamental of actually, you know, getting anywhere within this business is your mindset, what you attract, and the way that you feel about what you can do. So the feeling about what you can do and your self-worth is so, so important. So the other thing that, before we start asking questions, that I'm going to get you guys to start doing, if you're not doing already, is your self-love. Okay? So waking up every day and practicing your self-love. And it can be really difficult. You know, I've been on a crazy journey over the last 6.5 years, actually. It's taken me a long time to get to the position that I'm in where, you know, I'm so comfortable with who I am in my skin and, you know, where I'm at in my life. And it is a journey. And the beautiful thing about our business is that we can go on that and share our experience as we go and find other people along the way who want to come and join the journey with us. So when we say we want to make this journey much bigger than Juice Plus, that's really what we mean. So whatever it is that, you know, that you feel might be your weakness is actually your strength. So something that, say for example, if you were somebody that had really struggled with either something like, I don't know, depression or, you know, lack of self-esteem or low self-worth, you know, if you can own that, if you can be honest about that, and you know, you can find a way of talking about that, you know, on your Facebooks and being real and being authentic. It could be, I don't know, it doesn't have to be something like that specifically, but whatever it is that is your weakness that you think isn't so great about yourself, you know, if it's something that you need to work on, if it's something that, you know, that you're in transition with, you can use that as your superpower to inspire other people, because whatever it is that you're struggling with, have a think about how many other people are probably in that same position as you. Whether it's whether you're at a job that you hate, whether it's that you need to pay off some debts, whether it is, about that you need to, you know, go on a journey and work on your self-love, whatever it is, you know, be honest and open and real about that. And you know, whether it is a case of you going and finding groups on Facebook and talking to people in those groups that are working on the same thing as you, so you relate to them. You know, whatever that is your strength. And as soon as you figure it out and you know that it's your weakness, what you can do is switch it around, and instead of seeing it as a weakness, see it as your strength and tell yourself it's your strength. Because if you see it as a weakness, what is that? That's a negative mindset. You know, we all have things that we need to work on. We all have things that we want to, I want to say, like, be teachable for. So, you know, be open to the fact that we, you know, as humans, there's no such thing as perfection. You know, we are constantly evolving in ourselves. We are constantly growing, you know, and if you can see that everything that in your life is happening for you, and the reason that you have challenges is for a lesson. It's not because you're struggling. It's because something in your life is telling you that you need to grow and move forward from the position that you're in right now. Okay. So whether it's, I'll give you an example. Okay. So I went to a law of attraction seminar here last week, which was absolutely mind blowing. It was incredible. And there was a woman at the end, right? And we were all in a really great place. But she was really, really negative naturally. And she said, you know, I can't attract money. I lose money all the time. So I decided to pay for a business mentor, and I paid £1,000, €1,000. It was, she's French. I paid €1,000, and as soon as I signed up, I realised it was the wrong course, and I didn't want to do it. But the business mentor wouldn't give me my money back. And everyone was sitting in the room and they were like, oh, maybe you should do the course. You know, maybe that's the message that's what the universe is saying to you. That's what you've attracted, that you need to do the course. And I was sitting there and I was like, no. And it was really weird because I just understood it. And I put my hand up and I said, maybe the lesson is that you still haven't learned, and the universe is taking the money off you because you still haven't learned the lesson that you're losing money and that you're in a negative mindset. And she was like, oh my God, I hadn't even realized. And because her thoughts were, I keep losing money, so I'm going to invest in a business opportunity to help me get money, her mindset is that she still loses money, right? And so what happened? The universe went, I'm going to take some more money off you to see if you learn this lesson. And she still hadn't learned. So in her life, she was still going to be attracting losing money. So it's all about listening to them thoughts and going, what is it that I need to learn? What is it that's in my mind that I'm attracting right now? Okay, so have a think about that. Do you think that I've never got any money? I can't afford that. Is it your money mindset that is bringing you down? Because no matter where you're at, you are rich. We are rich, guys. Think about the fact that you've got a roof over your head, that you've got food on the table, that you've got a bed to sleep in, that you've got clothes to wear. You are rich beyond your wildest dreams compared to so many people on this planet that don't have a home, that don't have food, that don't have electricity. You're rich in friendships. You've got internet running through your house right now. You are rich. So it's all about changing your mindset. Okay? So just think about how you can be grateful and how you can feel abundant in everything that you've got in life. Because once you get into that mindset, your life will change, like literally instantaneously. When you start getting into that affluent mindset that you can attract and be and have and do anything that you want in your life will change. You know, all of you on this call, you are all loved so much. There is endless love, and you can start with yourself, and all the love that you ever need is inside of yourself. It's already there. You just need to switch it on. You know, if you think, oh, that I've got no self-love, I need to work on my self-love, all you need to realize that it's already inside of you, and everything that you will ever need in life is already inside of you. Whether it's belief for success, whether it's belief to have money, whether it's belief to have self-love, it's all inside of you. You just need to amp it up, literally, and go, I've got it. It's inside of me. I can have, be, do, and think anything that I want and be rich in it. So, I'm going to stop talking for now because I could talk for ages about this subject because I'm so passionate about it. So I want to open this up to any of you guys. And what we're going to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 13 of you on this call. So what I'm going to do is one by one, I'm going to ask you a question or ask you to open up and ask like one question each. And then if we've got time, then we can stay on and I can answer more questions. I just want you all to have the opportunity to ask me something. If any of you need to go at any point, feel free to jump off. I am recording this, so it will be posted in the group. And I'm just literally, it's 4:20 in the morning. I'm going to stay here and answer your questions. Obviously not until the end of the day, because we would all be zombies by then. But if any of you've got questions or there's anything that you need help or that you're struggling with, please feel free to answer me. So, Kat, if you've got questions, obviously you can't speak, so just pop them into the chat and I will answer them for you. So, guys, I'm opening it up. Who wants to go first? If you've got a question, unmute yourself, go for it. Hi, Trace.
Hey, would you please tell us that story that you told me once about somebody hiding something? I can't remember. It was, but basically it was in yourself. Do you know what I mean? Which one it is? Do you mind telling about that?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so when I went to Tony Robbins in 2018, so last year, I was very blessed to meet a guy who had moved to England from Africa just by chance. He had grown up with no money. From the ages of 6 to 11, he had one pair of shoes, and the way that he kept his shoes was that he cut the front of his shoes so his feet could grow into them. He lived in a mud hut. He had one meal a day, and just by chance there was a family that adopted him and brought him to the UK, and he was able to go to school. He got an education, and he now earns money and he sends it back home to his family. And something that he was taught by his family and by his tribe in Africa was that, oh my goodness, I need to make sure that I get this right. So there was there's a myth or a story. It's not necessarily a myth, but a story that they used to live by, where it was when the world and the universe was created that love was everywhere. But what they found is that people started to abuse love. So what they did is they wanted to keep it safe. So what they decided to do was they decided to put it in a really special place, and they wanted to find a really good place for love to be. So what they did is they, first of all, took love and they put it on the top of a mountain, but then they decided that these people that were abusing love, that they would eventually find it, and they'd climb to the top of the highest mountain in search for where the love had gone, and they'd find it. So what they decided to do is they decided to put it in a box and dig a hole right down to the bottom of the ocean and put it underneath the ocean. But what they realized is, because there was so much love, what they decided is that the people would eventually get their tools, and that they would find that the love was deep down under the ocean. So what they decided to then do was put it somewhere really, really special where most people wouldn't find it. And they decided to put it in a place where only the people that really deserved it would find it. Does anybody know where that would be? Can anybody think where they decided to put love? Where would it be? Debs has got it. They put it inside the people. They put it inside their hearts, because then everybody would have the love, but only the people that really appreciate it and only people that really deserved it would feel it. So the moral of that story is that every single person on this planet has love, and has love in abundance. It just depends on whether you decide to focus on it, because whatever you focus on, you feel, right? So all you've got to know is that you've got love inside of yourself in absolute abundance, in avalanches of abundance. You just have to turn it on. And as soon as you do, and as soon as you feel it in your heart, and you can do that by expressing your gratitude, doing positive love affirmations for yourself, literally saying things like, I am love, and just saying it over and over again, you will start to feel it, and it will start to turn on. It's so powerful, guys. So it was a really beautiful story that this guy shared with me. And oh my God, when he told me, I was literally in tears. He told me his life story, and it just made me like, flipping heck. Like, he grew up his whole life with no electricity. And then he was brought to England when he was 11. They used to literally eat rice, and sometimes they couldn't even afford to eat rice, so we are so lucky, and we are in such an amazing position to have what we have, to have a business at our fingertips, and to be in the position where we can give the gift of freedom to people through, nutrition and this incredible business. And like I was saying before, it's so much more than a business. It's a journey of ourselves growing into who we are. And if we can relate that to people and share that we go on this incredible business and self-development journey at the same time, then, it's really quite incredible. So that's that little story that I learned from Tony Robbins. It was, It's something that will stay with me forever, and it made me realise that actually, you know, we've all got an abundance of love and it's inside of ourselves, and even if you can't feel it, it's just about realising that it's there and doing the right things to turn it on. So yeah, that's that one. So who's got questions? Somebody must have questions. Don't be shy, guys. If there's anything that you're struggling with, if it, you know, it could be how to get customers, it could be how to get team members, don't be afraid. We're all here to learn together. Hey Liz, how are you doing?
Okay, so I've got one on behalf of a teamie. I hope she was going to be on tonight, but she's obviously not. So she's been having a lot of negative feedback from her close friends.
Okay.
And she's been asking me and other uplines how she should deal with it. But we're running out of options. How would you deal with it?
Okay, so some of you know this story, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Some of you don't know it. So when I first started this business, in December 2012, I had no clue. I didn't know what network marketing was. I didn't know what I was doing. I literally had no idea. All I knew was I loved the product. The business opportunity blew my mind. The money that there was potential for blew my mind. At my first event, I saw a guy called Bob Burdick, Bob and Sue. They're from America, and if you don't know them, go and have a look for them on YouTube. Go and look up Bob on Facebook and Sue. They're amazing. They're an old couple, and I remember Bob standing at the front of the room telling his story, and he said to me, or he said to everyone, he said, you know, I doubted this business. His wife basically started about 15 other network marketing companies before she did Juice Plus, and she came home one day to their trailer. I think they've got like 6 kids, and they lived in a trailer park in a small trailer. And she was like, Bob, I've got this new business opportunity. It's going to change our lives. And he was like, no, we're not doing it. We've spent all our money on these other network marketing companies. No, we're not doing it. And she was like, please, it's the last one. We'll try. Anyway, he stood at the front of the room in Bury. It was on the 25th of November, 2012. And he said, thank God I said yes. Thank God we started this business, because we now are NMD and we earn $10,000 a week from Juice Plus. And I was like, what? This old couple from America earn $10,000 a week. If they can do it, I can do it. Like, I want to be an NMD. And from that moment, I was like, I'm going to do it. It was that moment, okay? So I'd been to this event. I'd gone home. If you can imagine, Susie Mitchell was there. John Holowati was there. Rob Molyneux, Vicky Marchant, Susie Mitchell, and Mark Colborne, who unfortunately doesn't do Juice Plus anymore for whatever reason. But he's a Paralympic gold medalist that used Juice Plus and told us his story throughout his the winning of his medals, the gold medal. And so I went home and I got so much negativity and so much hate that really I probably should have stopped. And on Christmas Day, my brother came to my house and he was like, what is this Juice Plus? What is it? And I was like, I don't really know, but it's amazing. And he was like, you can't just do a business that you think is amazing. You need to know what's in it. What's in the capsules? What are they? What is the product? And I was like, I don't really know, Rory, but do you know what? I love it and it makes me feel amazing. Here's the product. And I gave it to him to show him. And he was like, nah, doesn't, no, not interested. Anyway, he left the house and then I didn't speak to him. He blocked me off Facebook. He didn't speak to me for 9 months. So I didn't speak to him until September. He blocked me off the internet. He blocked me on Facebook, refused to speak to me, and then came to me and said, I'm going to get on these products. This was in August. I'm going to get on these products to prove to you, Millie, that they don't work. And I was like, bring it on. Come on then. You just try it. So basically, long or the short of it, he got on the products, lost 3.5 stone, and then joined the business. And a year later, literally on Christmas Day, he was talking to me about Juice Plus. He was sat there, 3.5 stone lighter, ate his words, apologized to me. I was talking to him about the business and the earning potential and how much I was earning at that point a year later. Bear in mind that when I first started, the year before, I was a DD. No, I wasn't. I was a dealer. I went DD on the last day in December. And then it's so funny saying that I was a DD in December in 2012. You know, it feels like such a long time ago. And at that point, I was a QNMD a year later, and I then went NMD in the January. And he was sitting there, and he was like, "What? How much did you get?" And in the September, I got promoted to QNMD. So I joined in the December 2012, and in the September 2013, I went QNMD. And I'd earned like $7,000 in a month, which obviously blew my mind. And I told him, and he was like, "What?" He was like, I think we need to sit down and talk about the business. And it literally blew my mind. And then we met up a few days after Christmas Day, and we went on Facebook, and he'd actually put a Facebook status up saying, "Juice plus my sister equals unfriend." And then he blocked me. And that was what he'd put a year to the day on Facebook. So my point is, Liz, is that no matter what negativity you have around you, it all starts, like I said earlier, with yourself. Negativity is there's always going to be negativity around you. You've just got to thank people for their opinion. For me, I was like, thank you so much. I'm going to prove to you that this is not BS. I'm going to prove to you that this is going to work. And I was at the point where I didn't even know if Juice Plus was legit. I didn't even know if it was a scam, but I was just like, because you're telling me I can't, I'm going to do it even harder to prove to you that you're wrong and I'm right. And that's the kind of mindset that I've got. I won't be told that I can't do something. I won't be told, it sounds really bad. I knew that I was right. I knew that there was something about this business and this product that was, it was legit. And I knew that I wasn't wrong. So I was going to prove Rory to a point that it was legit and it was amazing because of how I felt. He couldn't take away the feeling that I had from being on the product. So for your team member, what I'd get her to do is ask her on a scale of 1 to 10, where is your belief for the product and the business? So if it's not a 10 yet, then what you can say to her is, what do we need to do to make it a 10? And this is what I urge for all of you to do. So have a think about, on a scale of 1 to 10, where is your belief system for the products and where is your beliefs, for the business? Just drank some coffee. Sorry, guys. So have a think about what it is where you are at. So if you're an 8 for products, what would make you a 10? Do you need to revisit your story? Do you need to ask yourself what positive changes you've had? Do you need to go and research the products more? Do you need to go and read more stories? And again, with the business, what is it that would make you a 10 if you're not a 10 already? Is it the fact that you've lost belief because you've lost momentum? Or is it the fact that you've lost belief that you don't believe in yourself? Or is it that you need to go and visit the office and get more belief about the company? Because I don't know if you all know that, I know you're all SDD on here, but people that are not SDD are actually now allowed to go to the office, which is incredible.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so you can organise a trip to go to the office and take people. Matthias said to us on our last NMD call that he will welcome anybody with open arms to the Juice Plus HQ if you want to go for a business development day. So if your teamie is struggling with that belief, you can say to her, why don't we go to Juice Plus HQ and go for a BD day and get her to go and see, what the Juice Plus HQ is all about. So regarding the negativity, everybody's going to get it. It's just what you focus on. Because again, remember, what you focus on, you feel. So if she's focusing on negativity coming from her family and her friends, then that's what she's going to feel. And what's really important to remember is that everybody's got an opinion. John always used to say, everybody's got an opinion, just like everybody's got belly buttons. They're all different, but we've all got one. So that's a really nice way to think about it. We've all got belly buttons, but all of us have got different ones, but they're all the same but different, same, but different, right? So these people, what would be interesting to know and would be interesting to say to your teamie is, so who are these people? Are they nutritionists? Have they got knowledge on Juice Plus? Do they know what Juice Plus is? Because actually, again, what John always used to say, would you go and get your hair cut by the milkman?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, sadly, they're all health-related people, so either retired nurses or nurses that are still in work. So they're orthodox medicine, aren't they?
Okay.
And one of them has had well, she hasn't been on the products, but her daughter's been on the products.
Yeah.
So I just said to her, she's just got to sit back, ride it out, smile, and eventually there'll be customers.
And just say to her, tell them thank you for your opinion. Say thank you for your opinion. And the other thing that she can do is if the girl that's been on the product has had a bad experience, is that the issue?
No. Her daughter was on the products, had a good experience, but because mum wasn't on them and was paying for them, she decided to stop.
Okay. So then would be a good chance to answer questions. So why did you stop?
Yeah.
What was the reason that you stopped? Okay. So if they haven't got a lot of money, so
doing the business.
Yeah, absolutely. So if they can't afford it, then we've got an amazing business opportunity. Just remember that there's always a way. No matter what, there is always a way to do whatever you want to do, to be whoever you want to be, and to get whatever you want to get. Always. Simon Mitchell taught me that right from the beginning. Mills, there's always a way, no matter what. It was like when I was going for EMD. So I was like, oh my God, I'm so close. I don't know if I'm going to do it. I can't do it. And he was like, stop. Hold on a minute, because we used to work together, like me and Simon Mitchell, like this. We went through the business together. I suppose some of you may not know that. Like Simon and I, we went NMD together, and then we spent 2014 being idiots all around the world and going to different events and doing events in Finland and Denmark. And we went to Copenhagen, and, we had an incredible time together before he left and started his network marketing company. And he always used to say to me, Mills, there's always a way. If you believe it, it can happen. You've just got to believe it, and you've got to know that there is always a way. Like for you guys, even though that you're not hitting your PB today, if you believe it, you can hit your PB by the end of the month. There is always a way. It just comes down to you guys wanting it enough and believing and working on yourselves and going on that growth journey and knowing that you attract what you deserve. Okay, so if you don't believe you deserve it, then you're not going to attract it. If you don't believe that you can do it, then you're not. So with the negativity, if she believes that she's going to get negativity, that's all she's going to get. So get her to focus on, say to her, okay, you're getting negativity, but tell me 3 things that are really positive in your life right now. So whenever anybody tells you something negative, or if somebody throws an objection in like, oh, I can't do it, what can you do right now? Okay, if somebody says to you, oh, well, I can't afford Juice Plus right now, just say, well, what can you afford? How much can you afford? Well, I can afford like £6 a week or £5 a week. And you can say, well, actually, that's enough to get started. So there's always a way to help people, so it's not about when people give you objections, it's not about just giving in to them. It's about helping people understand what they can do. So when you get objections from people, so say, for example, so I've got so many customers, guys, that go to me, yeah, I don't like Juice Plus. I'm like, okay, so why do you not like Juice Plus? What is it that you don't like about Juice Plus? Oh, well, there's one girl that I've got recently so basically, it's such a long story, but to cut it short, she basically, I don't know, I think she was just a random ad, and we chatted and we didn't even talk about Juice Plus for probably about 6 months. And then we related because she does a lot of mindset work, and she's a medium. She's got like, she attracts weird stuff into her life. Like she talks to other people, that kind of stuff. So we always had loads of conversations about that. And then she told me that she had a really negative experience with Juice Plus, and she was like, I don't like Juice Plus because it makes me put on weight. I was like, oh, okay. So I said to her, so you had a bad experience. So what makes you think that Juice Plus makes you put on weight? And she was like, oh, when I took the shakes, I put on weight. And I said, okay, so tell me, what was your diet like while you were taking Juice Plus? She was like, well, I had a shake for breakfast, and then I had my breakfast, and then I just had, what I was normally eating. And I was like, okay, so what plan did you follow? And she was like, oh, well, I didn't have a plan. I just added Juice Plus into my diet. So what I found out by asking questions was that she didn't change her diet. She had Juice Plus as well as her normal food. So she was having shake as well as normal food. So basically she had a bad experience, and she put weight on because she wasn't given the right mentorship. So the way to help people understand is that actually Juice Plus, they will love Juice Plus. It's about asking questions. So asking questions leads to answers. So when people give you an objection, it's about finding what people can do on the opposite. So, oh yeah, it's not for me, I haven't got time. Okay, so what you can say to them if someone says, I haven't got time, say, so in 5 years from now, if you haven't made time for yourself, how's your life going to be? Is it going to be better or worse? And they're going to be like, well, it'll probably be the same or probably worse. And I say, so, okay, so do you watch soaps on TV? Do you spend time reading magazines? Or, I ask them how they spend their time, and you'll always find that they spend time like scrolling on their phone or watching like Britain's Got Talent or Emmerdale, or they're addicted to EastEnders. So that's their choice. Their choice is to live a life where they haven't got money and struggle, but they also watch EastEnders. So you can say to them, so do you want a life where EastEnders is a priority over making some extra money part-time in an hour a day, where you can go and talk to people on social media where you're scrolling on your phone? So it's all about finding out about people's priorities and where they can actually open their mind up and see where they have got time, for example. Sorry, that was a massive tangent. I don't know why I went down that road, but yeah, so negativity, when people give you neg, it's just about finding out about, again, like asking questions. If you want, like, okay, so you don't like Juice Plus. Can I ask why? Why? What's your opinion? Oh, well, it's just a shake diet. Okay, so what do you know about the shake diet? Well, you have 3 shakes a day. This is what people think. So it's all about us asking questions. So when people give you an objection, it's not proving them right. It's not telling them. It's about asking questions and finding out why they think that. Because if we go, oh no, it's not Juice Plus. Juice Plus is really good. It can make you lose weight. It can give you loads of energy, blah, blah, blah. People are like, nah. It's all about finding out what people's beliefs are. Okay. And then helping them see that actually, can I actually tell you like how we take Juice Plus? Okay. Carly, I always ask if they mind me asking why they have that opinion. Great. That's another great one. Then you've educated them and ended up with orders. Yeah, exactly. So when people give you a negative answer or they tell you Juice Plus isn't for them, it's really interesting to ask, like, so why is Juice Plus not for you? Do you mind me asking? So that's a really great way to kind of break it down. So when you get negativity, or when you get someone saying, oh, it's not for me, I haven't got time, all those objections that we get, it's all about breaking it down. So thank you for that question, Liz. I hope that helped. So I think, Julie, you were waving your hand as well.
Hi, honey. Can you hear me?
Han, how are you doing, lovely?
All good, thank you, hon. Mine is really, really basic question. Probably the most silliest question ever.
Babe, it's not silly. Remember, nothing. No such thing as
what it is I need to actually add more friends. And I've been starting to do that lately, like adding more and more people, like sort of like 30 a day, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And, I just want to know, like, what do people, when people message going, oh, how do I know you? Why are you adding me? Da, 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 da. What does everyone else, like, reply? Because sometimes I just get it, like, I don't get people being horrible, but the minute that I tell them what I'm doing and stuff like that, then they're just like blank you, or they just delete you, kind of thing. Or most people are really nice. I just wondered like how everyone deals with that.
Okay, so I'm going to let you into a little secret. I haven't added people for months because I don't believe that adding people works anymore, because I think people on Facebook, I think you can obviously add people on what's it called, Instagram, that's the one. You can add people on Instagram because that's how we follow, right? So what we need to do is, who here has added and added and added and added and not got an order for a really long time? Yeah. So if we keep doing the same thing over and over again and it doesn't work, and we keep doing it, it still doesn't work. Tony Robbins says when you do something and it doesn't work and you keep on doing it, it makes you go insane, and it's a form of insanity, right? So if something isn't working, we've got to do something called try, test, fail, and modify. So we've got to try our methods, test it. If it fails, we modify it. So try, test, fail, and modify. Okay. So I honestly believe that adding people on a whim, add, does not work. I do it occasionally. I see someone and I'm like, I want you to be my friend. You look freaking awesome. And then I'll add them. I'll go to their profile. I'll love on something that I've seen that I love and say like, oh my God, your energy is incredible. Like I absolutely love, I don't know, blah, 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 blah. Like you're posting, or, oh, I've seen that you're also in Canggu in Bali. I'm here too. It'd be great to connect. And then I'll sometimes add them or not, but I rarely do that. So this is where it comes down to you guys knowing yourself and your tribe, okay? Because this is where you need to start making real friends and real connections. And this is what's really working for me, okay? And I'm not saying it's right, but this is what's working for me and working for a lot of people. So who are you? It starts with who are you? What do you love? What are your passions? What health-related and lifestyle-related things do you have about yourself? So for me right now, I'll give you an example. So obviously, I'm here in Bali. I'm in a place called Canggu. So I have joined groups on Facebook called like UK's in Canggu, Expat UK Bali, or Bali Expat UK. And I have joined the groups and I've become a voice in the groups, okay? So I think I shared this with a few of you the other day. But again, I'm just going to just refresh your mind. So I went in the groups and I've started, because there's no point me going to, I don't think, a dog group and going, here's a picture of my dog. Who else has got a dog like this? That relates to us as humans, but it doesn't relate to us as a business. And yes, you can make connections, but I believe it's going to take a longer time. So think about what exercise do you love? What activities do you love doing? What community groups can you join? As in like age-related groups, activity-related groups. So say, for example, you did hula hooping. You could join a hula hoop group for UK and talk about like the fact that you've just started hula hooping and that you wanted to like get really fit. Like you could literally put a picture up there with you and your hula hoop saying like, got my new hula hoop, excited to get started. Who's brand new to hula hooping too? I don't know where that just came from. This is what I mean, guys. It's all about getting out of like regimented, this is what I've got to do, this is how we do our businesses. It's about thinking outside the box, getting creative, and being just being more you, okay? So I've gone into this Canggu group and I've asked a question. Hey girls, new to Canggu, I haven't moved to Canggu not long ago. I've been to Bali, I've been to Body Factory. What gyms do you go to? What classes do you go to? What's your favourite gyms? Comment below. And I've been because of this, I've been invited to ecstatic yoga. I've been invited to the beach. I've been invited out for lunch. I've been invited for coffees. I've been invited to different gyms. I've been given free passes, all these different things, because everybody that's commented, I've said, hey Claire, thanks so much for commenting back. How long have you been in Bali for? Hey Sam, I've never been to ecstatic dancing. Where do you go? What do I need to bring? And it's probably pretty obvious. Sometimes you have to ask dumbass questions like, what do I take to ecstatic dancing? Just myself, money, and a bottle of water, right? So it's all about getting out of your own way and not being like, this is what I need to be doing. I need to add friends. I need to go to groups and be a voice in a group. How can you make it fun? How can you be somebody that's full of energy? Like relax into it and think, how can I be a voice in this group? So what you want to do then is just start talking to those people and creating conversations. And then those people add you. You don't need to be adding people. They add you. And if they don't, you can, on the messages that you're creating, so those conversations, instead of, having conversations on the group, you can take it and you can go, I'm going to pop you an inbox. Okay, and take it into your inbox and start chatting, asking questions. Sometimes you just be really authentic, and sometimes you can ask questions that you already know the answer to, but at the end of the day, it's creating that relationship, it's building trust, it's building relationships with those people. So it's all about it's all about just being authentic, but finding what you're passionate about and adding friends through the things that you love on Facebook, and also again on Instagram. Going on Instagram, leaving a love and a comment on people's profiles. So say for example that you love yoga, say for example that you love walking your dogs. So, you know, it's all well and good having dogs, you know, but like, I love the fact that Debbie said she loved walking her dogs. So find other people that go walking in your area with dogs and go and meet up and go walking with them, because walking is an exercise and you can talk about doing exercise while you're walking your dogs. Again, it's about building a community of people that walk their dogs, you know? So it's just about like finding out ways of building relationships. You know, do I feel uncomfortable going and meeting people that I don't even know? Yes. Do I feel uncomfortable like talking to people that I don't know? Absolutely. You know, but do I want to build a business? Yes. Do I want to grow? Yes. Do I want to have a free future where I can stay in Bali? Yes. So what have I got to do? I've got to get uncomfortable, go for lunch and go for coffee with people that I don't even know and be like, cool, what have we got in common? Let's talk about self-development. Self-development is so on topic for like a lot of people right now. You know, so there's probably self-development groups that you can go to, that you can go and share what you're listening or reading to. And I reckon if you went on Facebook and you typed in like Good Vibes, Good Life, or this book that's by Vex King, I bet there's probably books on groups on Facebook where people are reading this book. Do you know what I mean? So there's groups that you can go to. I also bought this yesterday. Was it yesterday? When I went to Kuala Lumpur, it was in the airport. The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. So it's something that I've always wanted to read. It's by Robin Sharma. Robin Sharma's incredible, by the way. But there's all these different kind of groups that you can go on, that you can, you know, relate to other people on if you've done self-development, if you're reading books and that kind of thing. So just get out of your own way. My advice to you, Julie, would be, don't inbox people and go, hey, it's really great to connect with you, because people go, what are you trying to sell to me? I get it all the time. People message me and say, oh, hey, I love your profile on Instagram. It's amazing. It's really great to connect with you. And I just say, hey, what are you selling? And they'll be like, oh, well, I work for this beauty company. And I'm like, I'm not really interested. And people know automatically. Whereas if you go and love on someone, you're like, oh my goodness, hey, I love that dress that you're wearing in your picture on that night out you were in Vegas. Where did you get it? It's authentic. It's real. And you start that conversation and you give them a compliment. And they're like, oh, I really like this person. And yes, it's not manipulative. It's genuine. If you're liking on people and saying like bullshit, you know, that's not going to work, because it's not genuine. You've got to be authentic. So you've got to really relate to the people that you relate to and that you like and what you see. Okay, so adding people relentlessly, it don't work. Always. You're going to get the odd person that wants to be your friend, but you're much better off being authentic, building a relationship, and then getting almost them to add you, or taking it offline and building that relationship before you just add. I hope that helps.
That's really good. Thank you. That helps loads.
You're so welcome, darling. So just think about going to different groups that you relate to. You know, you can do mummy groups, children groups. Like, think about how many children groups you can go to, and start building relationships with mummies in there. You know, that you can offer them the children's self-study to eventually. That can be the outcome of it. So always have a really positive outcome in your head. You know, why am I in this group? Not just to aimlessly chat, but it's because you want to build a business. You know, but you don't have to tell them that. You just have to come across in a way where, you know, that you relate to people, and then eventually, like, you can ask questions to these people where you can go, I might have something that you're interested in, or I might have something that can help you. Okay, so Ems, oh, my battery is going to die soon. If I disappear, that's why. Thank you so much for tonight. No problem at all. Ems, do you have any questions? Nothing at all. There's nothing that you're struggling with right now?
I mean, there's always the like getting a team member kind of struggle. I'm not really focusing on that too much at the moment. Just focusing on like customer retention, and getting customers and things, getting BP. No, wrong way around. PB. And yeah, but obviously, like, where I'm on my uni placement at the moment, my brain is completely like gone with that at the moment.
Yeah,
I'm still trying to do what I can with this business, you know, whilst I'm still doing it. And then come July, when it's like done, I'm all back on it full time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm just doing what I can. But there's lots of little things here and there, like that people have contacted me, or I contacted them, like, I'm having conversations like, for a long period of time, so just waiting for them to, like, you know, eventually get these orders put in. But yeah, I'm doing little things in the background in the meantime anyway. I haven't stopped. I'm still there, but I'm in the background doing it.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. All I'll just say to you is just keep your mind open, because at the moment, like I was saying at the beginning, like what you think you attract. So if you're saying to yourself, I'm not focusing on team right now, you'll attract not getting team. So if you just keep saying to yourself, like, you know, I attract customers, I attract teamies, then the people that you're working with at the moment, and obviously keeping your customer retention with, they're eventually gonna, you know, your vibration and your belief system will, you know, if they don't want to be team members, it'll bring you referrals, you know. So just keep your mind open and just always know that you're progressing, even though you're busy in life, because we can all get busy, we all have lots of things going on. But my advice to you would be, you know, just keep your vibe open and keep your energy open, because then you will attract the right things. And, you know, if you are focusing on customers, amazing, you know, there's always time to quickly smash on a couple of orders, you know, and get people started in the getting started group, which is going to help you, you know, pick up your PB. You know, so anyway, like if there's anything you need, like just let us know. But good luck with your placement. That's really exciting.
Thank you.
If your phone dies, don't worry at all. But what I'm just going to do is move on. So, because I know I can't believe we've been on for an hour. I've been rambling already. So, has anybody else got questions? Vicky or Max or Sana? Has anybody else got questions? Hey, darling. How are you, Sana? You okay? I can't hear you. You're muted. Sana, you're muted. Sana, babe, you're muted.
Okay, sorry, I locked myself out of my house, and so I have to stay with my friend. So
that's okay. Have you got any questions for the call?
So, not really, because I think you kind of covered a lot. Because I had to end up eating out with her in a restaurant, which is why I couldn't have my camera on.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. Well, I get your house sorted.
But I had the phone to my ear.
Okay, great.
I listened to a lot of it. So thank you for sharing your tips on vibrations and energy and stuff like that.
You're so welcome.
And definitely, yeah. I don't know if you covered the networking tips and stuff that you were saying, but I know you touched on a bit, like always adding value and stuff like that. I don't know if there's anything else like that I could do more of with the networking.
Like I would just like to say, actually, your journey has been incredible. Like I'm so proud of, like, your product journey was insane, and your self growth has been incredible, especially over the last like a couple of years. Like you've grown so much as a person, Zana. Like I'm so proud of you, and you know your support group now, your food is incredible, and I just think, like, obviously the value that you're giving is incredible as well. And what I will say is, I don't know like how much engagement you're all getting on your Facebook and your social media. So engagement is everything.
Shafina said that.
Yeah, it's everything. So when you post on your stories, especially on Instagram, so say for example you're posting on Instagram or on your timeline, like 15 minutes either side, if you go on like a loving and a liking and a commenting spree, apparently this is what builds more engagement with your posts. So what's really important to know is that the people that you're seeing most of is that the people that you're engaging with. So like Amy gave us a really good tip the other night. Was it Amy? Somebody gave us a really good tip. So when you're on your stories, if you scroll, give like a few scrolls to the right, then you'll see stories that you don't see as much of. And if you go and spend 5 or 10 minutes on liking and commenting on the stories that you don't see a lot of, you'll see them more, and then they'll see you more. So what I would advise you to do to get on your DMO is like 10 new people a day, go and love and comment on something that's on their profile or on their story. Because then as soon as you do that, you're going to create an engagement and create an interaction within each other.
So it's like Facebook.
Pardon?
It works just like Facebook then.
Yeah. So this is on Facebook and on Instagram as well.
Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm not very good with Instagram.
Yeah. Well, that's something that you can work on, right?
Yeah, because a lot of people are like, Instagram's like the new thing, isn't it? A lot of people more on Instagram than they are on Facebook.
Yeah, absolutely. And it doesn't, it's just one of them things that, you can choose your network. You don't have to be on Instagram, if you don't like it. But, it's a really amazing platform to be open to people that I find actually are much more open to Juice Plus. And there's a lot more potential, especially for someone like yourself who's a vegan. There are so many vegans out there.
Vegetarian.
Sorry.
I'm vegetarian, but I eat so much vegan food. I do a lot of vegan food. I do a lot of vegan live cooking.
Yeah.
Because I'm lactose intolerant, but I eat dairy now and again.
Yeah. Yeah. So again, that's another place for you to go visit lactose intolerance groups and search the hashtag lacto-free and all those kind of things and start creating links and networks between you and them. Yeah. So yeah, engagement is huge, guys. If you're noticing that your likes aren't going up, maybe it's because you're posting too many times on Facebook and the things that you're posting aren't of a lot of value and you're just posting for posting's sake. See you later, Em. Thank you so much. You're posting for posting's sake. So think about how you can add value. So what posts are you putting up that really give value and really relate to people on Facebook and relate to your tribe? So there'd be I could post stuff about mummy stuff, but my tribe are not mummies. I've got people in my team that are mummies, but that we've got other things in common as well. But if I just started purely posting about mummy stuff, it wouldn't relate to me and it wouldn't relate to my tribe. So we'd struggle to relate to each other. Like I get up, go to coffee shops, spend my day in, like going to the gym and doing stuff like that. Mummies can't really do that because they've got to think about the kids, think about picking the kids up, getting the kids to school, putting them in school groups, and all those kind of things. I don't have to think about that because I've not got kids, right? So it's all about thinking about who your tribe is and thinking about who you can engage with. So yeah, I hope that helps.
Thank you very much.
It's all right, darling. Have a good night, and I hope you get.
I might have more questions, but I'll think about them. But that was one thing that I just was a bit curious about. Definitely adding value has changed because I'm in these private groups. Instead of just getting 5 hearts, I get like 150 now.
Exactly.
It's
so
like in the hundreds.
Huge. That's great.
Just
so
by adding value.
Yeah, and then obviously those people that you're adding value to and those hearts that you get, they're the people that you can connect with because they've loved on you, and that's people literally going, I love what you're posting. I love what you're doing. So that gives you a chance to so say for example in that situation when someone loves on my post or likes my post, I will literally tag them, and you can do this on like your posts on Facebook as well. Say for example I put a post up and somebody loved on it. So for example it was a post about wanting to know more information about having a freedom lifestyle. I would tag the person that liked it and be like, hey Tracy, I'd tag Tracy. So hey Tracy, did you want some more info about getting started? And that's a great way to create social proof because they've loved it, and a great way for them to be like, yeah, actually send me some info, because they do. When you do that, when someone loves on a post saying, I'm looking for 10 girls who want to lose a stone, or I'm looking for 10 girls that want to earn a part-time income, that kind of thing, and they love on it, that's your opportunity to tag them and go, hey Tracy, did you want some more info about getting started, or let's get you started, or be really cheeky and be like, hey Tracy, isn't it about time we got you started, winky face. Just get out your own way and be assertive and be like, do you want to join me or not, and if not, next.
I've been like trying to do that. I think Sinead Cavan, I can't pronounce her last name, she was saying like just ask people when they want to get started, because it kind of prompts them to really think about it, because people that and are, because I've had so many people lately and they still not getting the results that they want because they're umming and ahhing.
So that's when you can be even more assertive and say, so what I say to people is, because I've got so many people as well, babe, that go, oh yeah, I'm going to get started. Oh yeah, I'm ready to get started. Now's my time. I'm going to get started now. And then they don't. And then I'm just like, you're wasting my time. I don't say that. But I'm like, okay, so if now is really your time, what is different? Why is your time now? And then I'll perhaps say to them, I'll pop them a message out of the blue and just say, hey, hon, I'm just working through my list. I'm just working through my list of people that I'm connecting with. on a scale of 1 to 10, how ready are you to get started? And then you can break it down.
Yeah.
For them. I'm an
Oh,
8.
I like that.
Yeah, and then I'm an 8. Okay,
I didn't
so what
remember
can
that.
make you a 10? Well, I haven't got enough money right now. Okay, let's keep a spending diary. Excuse me. Would you be open to keep a spending diary?
Yeah.
So in a month's time, we can look back and see like where you can save money. Get started. That kind of thing. I'm just going to mute you, Zana, babe, because there's a lot of background noise. And then what I'll also do is if people say to me, yeah, I'm just not ready to get started, I'm like, okay, that's absolutely fine. You know, there's no rush, get ready, get back to me when you're ready. And then I say, time is going to pass anyway. Imagine your life in 3 months from now. If nothing changes, how's it going to look? And then I say, imagine if you do something now, change what you're doing, invest in your future. What could your life look like 3 months from now? What do you want your life to look like three months from now? Do you want it to be the same? Do you want it to be worse? Do you want it to be better? That's a really good question. So guys, Max, thank you so much. Don't have any questions. Listen to all the questions, love answers. Okay, babe, but if you've not got any questions, that's absolutely fine. Has anybody else got anything they want to ask me? Okay, guys, so thank you.
Thank you.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry, that was Anna.
Oh, you've got something, you want to ask something, babe?
Oh, no, I just said thank you for answering that.
You're so welcome.
They're really helpful.
I do. You're so welcome. I hope you get back into your house okay, babe.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So guys, yeah, this is all about just focusing on what you can do. When you wake up in the morning, it's really important to spend that time doing a bit of meditation, thinking about, even if your meditation is like closing your eyes and saying 3 things that you're thankful for in the morning, just to get yourself into a really good mindset and say thank you 3 times for each thing that you're grateful for. It gets you in a really good mindset and ready for the day. You know, we've all got time to do that, even if it means setting our alarms 5 minutes earlier in the morning. And what I'd really advise you guys to do is start focusing on the things that you can do rather than the things you can't. Because I think sometimes we're like, oh, I haven't got time for this. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. Ask yourself, what can I do? When have I got time? You know, what options do I have? You know, when can I fit this in? How can I believe in myself? You know, so really, no worries, Han. That's absolutely fine. It's recorded. Don't worry. Think about the things that you can do, because like I said before, what you focus on, you feel, and what you feel creates actions, and your actions create your life. So focus on the things that you really love, and focus on the things that you want to achieve, and focus on the things that you can do. Because like I said before, if you live by the mission that there's always a way, if you live by that statement, then honestly, your life will start to change. And that's all you have to do, is believe that no matter what, that there is always a way. Always, 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 always. Okay, guys, thank you so much for jumping on here with me tonight, this morning. I know it's 10 past 10. I'm going to let you all go to bed, let you all go and finish off your days. I just really like to say, you know, I'm so proud of you all. You know, at the moment, like you guys are SDD, and some of you are super close to qualifying. Some of you are a little bit further off, which is absolutely fine. But just know that you've got to SDD. You've got customers, so you can absolutely smash your PB. It's just a case of you going, what was I doing when I was my most successful? What was working for me? And what's different now? What am I doing differently? So look back to your most successful months when you hit that promotion of SDD, and what were you doing then that you're perhaps not doing now? So think about, you know, how you can do more and be more, and actually get out of that negative mindset and go, okay, how can I improve? Because we can always grow, we can always learn. And like I said to you, well, I say to you all the time, you know, if we're not growing, we're stagnant. You know, it's really important to do that self-development. So make sure that you're making time for doing your self-development, and ask yourself how you can get the time in to do that self-development, whether it's listening in your car on the way to work, or we all walk to places, no matter where it is, whether it's to the corner shop, or whether it's to somewhere, or we're in the car, or we're on the bus, or we're on the train. That's university time, guys. That's with learning time. You know, whenever we're traveling anywhere, we don't all just sit at home at all times, because we always go out. We always either walk places or go in the car, and that's learning time. Okay, so, or we sit in the bath, or even when you're on the toilet. Like, there's always time. Always, always. There's always a way to do something. There's always a way. Right, guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate you, and I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for all your comments. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for your energy and coming on here tonight. And if there's anything you need, obviously let me know. We've got a week to smash month end, and I completely believe in every single one of you that you can smash your PBs no matter what. So if you need help, message me. Let's do this. Let's smash month end. I'm here for you, and just know that, you know, this is an opportunity that can and will change your life if you just believe. So thank you all so much, guys. I love you loads, and I will see you soon.
Bye.
See you later.
Thanks, Mills.
No problem. Love you lots.
Love you too.
See you soon. Bye. And you're welcome, Victoria. That's absolutely fine. And Liz, you're welcome. You're welcome, Max. You're welcome, Trace. See you soon, Carl.
Thanks, Millie.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.